back to another video. Today we're going to be going over an election prediction between Senator Tim Scott, Republican Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, and Joe Biden, President of the United States, in 2024, because we do know that Joe Biden is running again in 2024. I think my next election prediction will be Nikki Haley against Joe Biden. I didn't really know between Nikki Haley and Kamala Harris, but now that Kamala Harris is not going to be on the presidential ballot, I'm probably going to do a rematch, but with Joe Biden on the presidential list. I'm, been looking to make a video about ranking candidates. Just been a bit busy. I'm probably gonna post that video today or tomorrow, or the end of this week in the next few days or so. So anyways, I'm probably going to be making more election predictions from now on, because they're probably like my most viewed videos and they're pretty popular compared to my other videos. So thank you. Anyways, let's get into the video. So I think Joe Biden's going to carry 180 electoral votes safe, including 54 in California, 8 in Oregon, 12 in Washington, 3 in Vermont, 11 in Massachusetts, 3 in Rhode Island, 7 in Connecticut, 14 in New Jersey, 3 in Delaware, his home state, 10 in Maryland, and 3 in D.C. He'll also carry 4 in Hawaii, 19 in Illinois, 28 in New York, and 1 district in Nebraska. While Tim Scott will carry 4 in Idaho, 6 in Utah, 3 in Wyoming, 3 in North Dakota, 3 in South Dakota, 4 split in Nebraska, 10 in Missouri, 11 in Indiana, 4 in West Virginia, 8 in Kentucky, 11 in Tennessee, 6 in Arkansas, 7 in Oklahoma, 9 in South Carolina, his home state, 8 in Alabama, 6 in Mississippi, and 8 in Louisiana. That leaves Tim Scott with 111 electoral votes and Joe Biden with 180 electoral votes. Tim Scott, if we move on to likely states, he's going to carry 4 in Montana, 6 in Kansas, and I think that's pretty much it, 3 in Alaska. And that's pretty much it for likely states to Tim Scott. That's going to bring them up to 124 electoral votes. Whereas in Virginia, Colorado, and New Mexico, Joe Biden is going to carry these states, and that will bring them up to 208 electoral votes. In general, Tim Scott is, he's probably going to bring the state of South Carolina to his safe margin that Donald Trump carried. And likely, I do think he's going to bring that because it is his home state. He's going to perform well in the state of South Carolina. A battleground state, Texas, margins are shrinking. I think Tim Scott's still going to carry Texas. It's going to be smaller than Donald Trump's margin. It's probably going to be 3% because Texas's margins have been shifting more Democratic recently. So I do think Tim Scott's going to carry that. In Minnesota, I think Joe Biden's going to carry this. I think there's going to be a likely margin or leads margin. I'm going to say leads. Donald Trump did carry, Joe Biden by leads margin, and in 2016 it was not a leads margin. It was likely. It was like 8 percentage points. I'm not sure exactly how many, but it was more than 5. So about 6 or 7. In 2016 it was 1.5 for Hillary Clinton. She did not perform as well. The Rust Belt shifting to the right very slowly. So I'm going to give that to Joe Biden by a leans margin. That will give him 214 electoral, 217, and Tim Scott 165. I accidentally characterized Vermont for Tim Scott, sorry. In Iowa and Ohio, also lean margins for Tim Scott. Not as big as Donald Trump's margins. Donald Trump performs really well in these states. I think they're going to be not solid margins for Tim Scott. These are not red states, but these are states that Republicans have performed pretty well besides Obama. If you take Obama off, no Republican has won the White House without Ohio or Iowa. So once you characterize those states, the chances for the Republican Party winning the White House go up significantly. In Florida, it's still a swing state, but it shifted, to the right a lot. Donald Trump carried it by 3 percentage points. It's not going to be as big. I'm going to give it under 1% for Tim Scott, a tilt margin, just because he doesn't perform as well as Donald Trump. But I do think he's going to be able to win the state of Florida, just because, Miami-Dade area shifting to the right. If he campaigns in the state, if he actually performs well in the state, yes. But if he does not, as Donald Trump, lost the blue wall, the Rust Belt area, I think Joe Biden still has a shot at Florida. I'm gonna give it to Tim Scott. So that puts him at 219 to Joe Biden's 217. So Ted Cruz has just passed him. In Georgia, African American turnout, it's gonna leave Tim Scott. I think Tim Scott's gonna win Georgia. African American turnout, he does really well. African American turnout. So I think Tim Scott's gonna win Georgia. North Carolina, again, African American turnout is definitely, I think, I'm gonna leave this by a Lean's margin, because Tim Scott, he performs really well with African Americans. So Georgia, North Carolina, Georgia was 32% of the population is African American. North Carolina, that's about 20%. So I think Tim Scott's going to perform well in those two states because of the African American turnout in larger cities. And even though Joe Biden does do well in African American turnout, he does decent. I'm still going to give that to Tim Scott. In the Rust Belt, I think. Michigan was a victory for Joe Biden, so it's definitely a victory for Joe Biden. I think Michigan is going to go for Joe Biden. Wisconsin always tends to lean to the right of Michigan, so I think Tim Scott is going to carry Wisconsin because, it was only a 0.6% margin. Donald Trump just needed 20,000 votes. He would have won the state. Tim Scott performs better than Donald Trump in the Rust Belt region, in many states in 2020. So I think because of these minority voters you have in these areas, I think it's going to benefit Tim Scott just like he was going to be benefited in the state of Minnesota. So I think that's going to be a tilt margin for Tim Scott. In Pennsylvania, just like Wisconsin, it's a victory for Tim Scott. It's not going to be a big victory. It's going to be under a percentage point just like Wisconsin, probably even smaller than Wisconsin. But it's going to be a victory for him just because minority voters tend to vote more conservative in these cities. In New Hampshire, actually, let me give him one electoral vote in Maine. That's going to go by a likely margin. Wrong one. Yeah. One electoral vote, one split electoral vote, and the other three are going to go to Joe Biden. And then the state and the state of Maine and District 1 going for Joe Biden. Those are 3 electoral votes, and the District 2, 1 electoral vote going for Tim Scott. In New Hampshire, Joe Biden carried this. I think it's going to be, he performs well in New Hampshire. It's going to be a Lean's margin. Not as big as probably Tim Scott might perform better not as well, probably better than Donald Trump, but it's going to be 3-4 percentage point margin. Joe Biden's still going to carry the state of New Hampshire, I think, in general. In Nevada, it's a Joe Biden state. It's going to be probably a smaller margin. Just because of Hispanics and Latinos, I think it's probably going to be a victory for Joe Biden. In Arizona, Arizona is a close race. In general, Arizona is a state. It could go either way. It just depends on how Maricopa voters are going to vote in Arizona. But I think Tim Scott's going to carry Arizona just because of these Maricopa voters. I think he's going to carry it. Donald Trump only lost it by 5,000 votes or so. And I think he's going to do that. So anyways, guys, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video.